Hello everyone. Today's lesson we're going to learn about parallel lines and how they play a part in a lot of shapes. Let's review what a parallel line is. Parallel lines are two or more lines that are always the same distance apart. All of these are considered parallel lines to each other, each color. Two parallel lines, like these gray ones or the red ones, are considered one set of parallel lines. So these two lines equal one set. Now let's go on to the next page and see what can we do with these. Hang on. There we go. So these are considered parallelograms. Parallelograms. That's a mouthful. But a parallelogram has two sets of parallel lines. This is one set, and I'll get a different color. This would be the other set. So each of these has two sets. You might say the lines across from each other are parallel, and then the other sides are parallel. So I have two sets of parallel lines. That gives me a parallelogram. A lot of shapes, like a rectangle or square, are also considered parallelograms. So now let me go to the next page. A rectangle is a kind of parallelogram. If you notice, I still have two sets. There's one set. Here's another set of parallel lines. So it is a parallelogram. The only thing different is a rectangle. A rectangle. Let me get that back in control. A rectangle must have four right angles. So a rectangle is more specific than a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram, but it just also must have four right angles. So all of these have two sets of parallel lines and four right angles, and that makes it a rectangle. All right, let's go to the next page and see if we can get this. Now, on this page, we're going to start, we think of what a parallelogram is. Two sets of parallel lines. This is a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. These are all parallelograms. Every shape on this side, this page, is one. Sorry. So, what we have here is a rectangle. These are parallelograms with four right angles. But we can be even more specific. Look here. This is a rectangle, four right angles, two sets of parallel lines. But I can be even more specific. If all my sides are the same length, that makes it a square. So I have two sets of parallel lines. One set, two sets. Then I have four right angles. These makes it a rectangle. Four equal sides then makes this a square. But what happens if I don't have a rectangle? This is a parallelogram. It is not a rectangle. It does not have right angles. But it is a rhombus. A rhombus is just a parallelogram, two sets of parallel that has four equal sides. So a square is a rhombus too. So a square can be called a rhombus, a square, a rectangle, and a parallelogram. It can be called so many different things. Let's practice. All right, on this page, let's see what we can call it. This is a parallelogram, two sets of parallel lines. Is it a rectangle? No, it does not have right angles. Is it a square or a rhombus? Nope, it does not have four equal sides. Let's look at this shape. Is it a parallelogram? Yeah, it has two sets of parallel lines. Is it a rectangle? Yeah, it has four right angles. Is it a square with four equal sides? Yes. It is also considered a rhombus because it has four equal sides. I want to show you this last page. These are called trapezoids. They only have one set of parallel lines. Not two, but one.